What up, fam? It's your boy, Rated T time. Time to hang out and do out and get out and be out, all about the things that we want to do. It's time to have a conversation. Free agent number 2. Let's talk about it. But you know where we first start at. Raiders. What up, folks? It's your boy T3, Rated T time, RT3. Time to get down for some action. So, who we gonna talk about today? Justin Fields. That is the next man up on the free agent conversation list. Yes, we've been linked to a lot of folks and a lot of free agents that's coming down through the pipeline. So let's talk about Justin Fields. Justin Fields, I want to say, played out of Ohio State. He was the number 1 pick. He was a top draft pick. I wanted 1 or 2 out there in the game. He played a couple years in Chicago, but he had our man Luke Getsy. We all know what that was about in Raider Nation. That was a no-go. He had not a really great starting point to his career. Now, what I found interesting, I think it was his second year, he was one of the few quarterbacks who threw for almost 3,000 yards and ran for another 1,000 yards as a quarterback dual threat person. Now, there are moments and times in the games that he looks great, and there was moments and times that you was like, oh my God, what is that? So he's had an up and down year. He went into his contract year, going into his 5th year, ended up with Russell Wilson over in the Steelers because he did not want to be, he wanted an opportunity to eventually learn and start in the steel cage, kind of gave him that opportunity. So he went into the first, I want to say 9 games of the season and actually did okay. His quarterback rating wasn't bad. He was able to rush for a couple first downs, dropped a couple of dimes. Now we know the Steelers defense really hold it down and did what they had to do, but he kept them in games and kept out mistakes. Now it was interesting. I want to say it was the first play of the game that he ended up playing for the first game of the season, ended up with a fumble, and it almost looked disastrous. But outside of that, people were really questioning whether to go to Russell Wilson after Justin Fields' start, because Justin Fields was not putting the Steelers in bad position. And with his dual threat going on with him and Najee Harris, it made it a more interesting dynamic on offense. So what can he bring to the silver and black? Well, in the division that we're at, and with the amount of rushers that are out in the divisions right now, because there's Khalil Mack is over there, Joey Bosa's on that side, Chris Johnson's over there. So we have quite a few pass rushers in our league. What did we lack? We lacked offensive mobility. Not only could we not throw the ball, we could not run the ball. And with a person like Justin Fields, you can make the argument that you can not only just throw, because if you get a dynamic running back and a dynamic running quarterback, a la Baltimore Ravens, you will have a very dangerous offense. The question comes in, the offensive coordinator, who could he be? Could he help him develop into the passer he needs to be? I don't want to hear nothing about nobody can't learn. You have what you have. No. Let's look at my man Lamar Jackson. I loved him out of Louisiana State. He was not known as a big-time passer. Now he's one of the best passers in the league. They fixed Patrick Mahomes' passing mechanics. Andy Reid did that. You know what I'm saying? All these quarterbacks learned over the course of time. Even your boy Tom Brady, who is the god of all football next to Joe Montana, had to go through mechanics to where he got better over the course of the years. I feel like Justin Fields lacked the offensive coordinator help on his side of the ball, which made him less of a passer than he was. But if you saw in this while he was with the Steelers, he showed better poise, great deep arm ability. It's the short, immediate passes that he needs to get at. He needs to learn how to read defenses better. He needs to be able to see what is coming. What I do like is his escapability. It is somebody to think about, to talk about. As we're waiting to see who we're going to draft. This conversation is not saying that this is who we're going to bring in, but just giving some ideas of who the Raiders will eye as we have the 6th pick and deciding who we're going to get. I know a lot of us want Shedeur Sanders or Cam Ward. That would be amazing. That would be great to have a first time, a new coach, new quarterback, new system, new OC. But while we're waiting for that, we're talking about the quarterbacks that could come to the Silverback and could make an impact in this game, in a division that we are fighting for 2nd and 3rd place, bro. Like, let's just real talk this situation. We don't want to end up in 4th in a division where all 3 teams made it into the playoffs this year, one heading to the Super Bowl. We want to be at least a threat in our own division. Once we learn to conquer our division, we can conquer the rest of the world, baby. All right, we're going to get into our next round of free agent talks, and I believe the next few aren't really free agents. They're more or less who could we trade for coming up that's in here, that's out there, that could be talked about. 2 people we're looking at is Kirk Cousins and Matthew Stafford. Only one of them I like. Which one? You'll find out tomorrow. Until then, my friends, let's hang again. Raider Nation, stand up. Raider!